I want to heal, I want to feel what I thought was never real. I want to let go of the pain I've held so long. I want to heal, I want to feel like I'm close to something real. I want to find something I've wanted all along. Somewhere I belong. Linkin Park, Somewhere I Belong. That song just came on just before I left. Because I was like, I'm going to reward myself for doing... Because I have little reward sessions. You know, I set aside 5 goals every day, and every time I achieve 2 of those goals, I'll have a reward session. And so I searched up Ozzy Osbourne, Dreamer. I'm just a dreamer who dreams my life away today. I'm just a dreamer who dreams of better days. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And then saw that Linkin Park was next, you know, because it's a mixture of what's popular as well as what you've listened to in the past, as well as similar styles that you haven't listened to. Don't know if it goes by the phone or the TV. I'm picking the phone because you connect the phone to the Chromecast, you see. Now, an employer gave me a call back today. They said they were going to, and I said, I'm about to go for a walk and I won't take my phone with me. But I changed my mind because I've been thinking about something for the past hour or so. What's the time now? Can't see, it's not coming down. I just don't want to stop it and restart. So the thing is I decided to do this recording. I think that self-awareness is very, very important. However, as children, if the majority of people around you are saying you're wrong, you know, you're this and that, and then you're going right out of your way to fit in, and then they tolerate you, so you're like, yeah, you're just happy to have breadcrumbs, especially if you're a kid. Well, not so much breadcrumbs, because, yeah, you could, you know, they don't harass you, and they just, you know, and then they let you play sports with them and that, but then it doesn't go beyond that because they can tell there's something different about you. Right, so if you getting your needs met is upsetting to the other people around you because you're autistic or you're ADHD or both, me, I just go with what I think is... I used to always go with what I thought was awesome. You know, once I hit my 20s, whatever felt the best for me, I just did. You know, it took me a lot longer to speak up. I mean, I talked to those who were like my who was closest to me at the time. Hello. Oh, it's going on the other way. Yeah. So it's good, you know. But self-awareness and always working on yourself. But the thing was, keep in mind that because a lot of, like, you know, I'm talking about, because there's good ones that, you know, I'm just like, there's those who are willing to have a working relationship with me, and then there's those who you see them at work or out and about, and you're talking about other things other than work, and then there's those who are like really close to you, and the really close ones have always come and gone for me over the years, come and gone, but I don't look at the ones that are willing to have a working relationship with me, or with those who see me at work or elsewhere, and they talk about other things outside of work, but they don't give me the time of day by visiting or whatever. I don't view them as bad guys. I used to think, what the hell's wrong with me? But now I'm so accustomed to it. I have been since my 30s. Once I hit about 30 years old, I got so accustomed to it. It would be a bit freaky if a group of people came and showed up at my place, but that's only because of all the things I just said, you know. So I'm always, what I do is I say, right, if I was in this position, how would I want to be treated? If you want to be treated a certain way and you see someone else in that position, because you have autism or you have ADHD or me, a bit of both, yes. So some people say the autistic is a lot less mature, but really it's like they could do all the trades and stuff like that. Well, there's levels to it, you know what I mean, strengths and weaknesses, but I'm going by my story, is that they can do all that, but what may be appear to be immature is like people will be like, okay, you've got to do this, you've got to do that, and then when they're by themselves or with those who are really closest to them, they revert to letting everything be shown, you know, and you know, they'll say, oh, but then the autistic person is like, well, if they don't agree with what someone's saying or doing, they're not just going to go along with it because you're supposed to do that because they're the boss or whatever. I'm talking about abuse, that is. You know, I mean, obviously you listen. It's like, well, you're paid to do a job, right? So you do your job, and they're not being abusive by, you know, ostracizing or all the verbal stuff or threatening physical stuff or threatening to get fired. You know, they're not doing any of those things. They don't have double standards. I mean, any of those things, you know, just because you're different or whatever. Like, you know, they don't treat everybody else the same way. You know, that stuff is reserved to you. Oh, by the way, about that whole feeling good thing, I searched up online. Turns out that cold weather helps people manage their ADHD. So again, I mean, it says that autistic people are hypersensitive to the weather, but it says that when it comes to ADHD people, it helps them manage ADHD. So I just do what's best for me, you know. And so long as you're not harming other people, you know, and if your cup's full, you can help others. It's a biblical thing. So self-awareness is great, but if it's like everything that meets your needs is perceived to be bad by those around you, as a kid, you got to do what you got to do to survive. It's like the adults are like gods, you know what I mean? They have all this knowledge you don't have. They're physically more powerful than you are. They're just like, you know what I mean? And then if there's all these other kids, then it just goes along with it, you know? So I think self-awareness is great and putting others' needs first, but you got to put yours first and then put others first.